Okay, this was my recent performance in one of the major in Mumbai itself, which is called Bulldozer Yatra. Um, the initial idea was to travel in a bulldozer throughout the city, um, kingly or heavenly, or to be powerful. You know, riding a bulldozer is a lots of power nowadays. So, but initially, like, we've never seen bulldozers throughout these years as many you see around. Like, there's lines of bulldozers. You see in the evening, Malad, Kandivali, there's bulldozers, 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 all everywhere. They look like pats in a row. And sometimes I just see also that, okay, one day one family will go on a long drive on a bulldozer. Let's go, let's ride a bulldozer, you know, let's go on a long drive, sort of. Let's feel the power, sort of. And then it's also threatening that one fine day you're just having a meeting somewhere on a ground floor within an office with somebody, and this bulldozer is by mistake just trashing in. He just came in, that's all. And what would be the consequences? It can happen. The way things are happening around, it can happen, you know. And so there will be a space where I'll be showing just a bulldozer stuck. Now, so who is complementing who? The building to the bulldozer, or the bulldozer to the building? And it's very, very human. It's very human. So I wanted this expression to be very, very human and local. So I chose to become in the sense with a particular attire and to travel from my place to Azad Maidan. So I was quite, you know, attracted to this place, and I wanted कि ये यात्रा पूरी खत्म हो आज़ाद मैदान पे. You know, it's like like how Rath Yatra is. There is a specific purpose to yatra. So, but Azad Maidan you need a lot of permission. You normally don't get. But I managed to get it somehow through local police station to DCP, ACP, and got the order from court. And one very good thing happened was that once you get the permission, you compulsorily get 15 policemen to protect you. And I wanted police people. Last time I had to get army men dressed as, but this time I got real policemen with a van and the local civil CID. And they were not only just the government people, but they were also spectators. They were also viewers of what's happening. But convincing them was of course difficult. It's a part of process. So I arrived. This was decided that what time I'm arriving. It was fairly publicized. People were there. But I chose Sunday so that things cannot get worse, because otherwise that area is extremely crowded. And Azad Maidan, you cannot predict how many people will be there. So, so I chose Sunday. And I came there, I had a walk, and then I started digging the land of Azad Maidan. Again, it was against the law, but luckily nothing happened. I dug the whole land and I went underground. I went under the soil. So you see you see it there. And people started helping, putting the same soil which I took out, they pour it again. So you'll see those narratives, yeah. It's almost 4 feet by 2 feet or something, 2 feet deep and 4 feet. Here you can see some policemen. I chose, I mean, normally it happens with me that either it's sunrise or it's sunset. So this was a very good time and a good light, where the barbed wire there, the fencing here, it has a very good shadow this side. So it gave me the element of prison, or where you want to fight, where you want to be louder and doing something against that. There has makeup and prosthetic and a particular attire which is like larger than life kind of a getup, more kingly, or let's say more like a spiritual guru or somebody who is look at. I mean, you should look at. Yeah, you can see the jail kind of elements coming this side. This is the red carpet where there was a walking path entering the Azad, and there is this water hat. It's a hat made out of pipe, but there's water in it. So when I arrived at particular spot, I came here, I removed it, like just seeing the sun like this, and then unwind it fully. And I drank water from that, and the remaining water I started pouring on. I mean, there was a very little water after I drank, and so, but the people who see it from the back side, if you do a nozzle like this, you can imagine what it looks from the back side. You know, this is it's the entrance of Azad Maidan. See where they are offering more soil to, and people were. Well, I just thought that I'll be there for whatever my soothing time is, you know, whatever my discomfort zone is, I'll stay there for whatever time, and then I'll finish it, I'll just wind it up. But then with Azad Maidan, as I said, it's not predictable at all. More and more people started coming in. They had their own discussions, lots of volunteers, students from Xavier's. They had so long discussions that that I could not just get up after even 20 minutes or so. Now, if you know what is Studio X, it's a urban architectural space where all these creative encounters they project, and we had a show there. The Art Oxygen, who were the organizers for this work, they wanted me to extend Bulldozer in some or the other way, the essence to extend. So what I did not want to replicate anything from this because this is complete in itself. So what I did is that I worked with a food designer who is actually an engineer from IIT, but who works more into food eating designer, as he says. So we converted this image, not converted, I mean this was not an intention of replicate that, but the essence of the image to make a large life-size pie of a body with the rubbles around, and we'll present it in people, so people can actually eat it. And we did that. I mean, we made पहले तो bakery इतना बड़ा मिलना ही बहुत मुश्किल है. If somebody has, why would they allow us to do that? That's also for free or very minimal money. But somehow we managed. We got a bigger oven. The super bakery, who are regular bakers of breads and pizza breads and all. So we just presented the 5 feet by 3 feet tray with this big pie, tasty pie, around the rubbles and you know this thing what you see here. We made out of cookies and dry fruits and cakes, plum cakes and dry biscuits and all. We made that, and we actually kept those you know the truffles which they normally use to mix cement and the soil, the reti, those longer ones. We kept that as a cutters and black scarves to keep here. So that's how it happened. It was called Last Supper. So everyone just sat around that table and with the black bibs here and eating that body, you know. So it was a bit creepy, but people did not actually know that what they were doing, but they were looking like crows, you know. And but that was not the intention to make fool out of anybody. It's just that started by me. I started eating first the body. So the idea itself is very creepy to eat somebody's body. Like say after this finished, what would have happened to this land? This body has been taken and been eaten by somebody, you know. And I was the first one to start with. So all of us ate and there was nothing remained. The whole tray was empty. Yeah, I was quite happy that I'm actually entering all these areas where exploration is, you know, beyond limits, or many things are coming in and out. And the next what I'm doing is a cinematic performance. It's going to be like a film screen with a short span, and again work with cinematographers or videographers, 2, 3 maybe, and it again in a public place, and that's what I'm planning to do. Similar in Shanghai, and another there's 2 performances in a row. Another one is with live crows, myself and with live crows. So 2 live species in one space, larger space with a transparent wall, live for people to see. So yeah, that's my work starts from. I started showing it from the 2005 to what I'm doing now.